First things first is ram that nozzle. That's the first order of business. Trying to look down the tube in the, there we go, in the sunlight. Looks pretty good. Do 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 do. Gabriella la 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 la. And Sora Sensio. Yo yo yo. I'm making black powder rockets. Got my rocket fuel. It's a little humid out, it's clumping up a little, but that's all right. I'll make do. And I'm making black powder rockets today. Yay! I just got these tubes. And even though they're a little junky, scrappy, I put a sleeve over them. Hopefully it'll hold together. And I'm making black powder rockets. Yay! Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Yo, what's going on, you guys? I made several rockets. I'm putting them together now. Just going to do a little bit of finish work, and I'll be shooting these babies off in a few hours. I'll go live again. Just made this fuel, this black powder rocket fuel, a couple days ago. I'm really satisfied. I added a little bit of titanium sponge. It gives a really cool tail, like a comet tail. Rather than putting sticks on them, I put fins on them. See, I use fins and a launch lug. That straw thingy dingy. Boss, yo, 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 long time no see, yo, 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 and Teresa. Nothing new, Bust. Nothing new, really. I went down the river Saturday and uploaded some shorts of that. That was a lot of fun. My friend came up from Maryland, and we went down together. Dog's doing pretty good. A little hot to be walking him. I'll wait till nighttime and I'll bring the doggy out and we'll walk around with the doggy. Oh, good. You're going to check it out. Thank you. Yeah, it's a little too warm for the doggy. I'll wait till nighttime and I'll bring good old Roni out. I figure, might as well live stream, just chilling out, making rockets. What the hell, I'll chat with anybody that wants to chat or ask questions. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. seeing if anybody wants to know what I'm doing or has any questions about fireworks or anything. I'll talk to anybody about anything. Normally, I have my dog with me. We're just walking through the woods, but it's a little hot for him today, so figured I'd just do a live stream, show people how I make my rockets. That's Big Mouth now, my dog. Oh my God! Wait till you see this. Wait till you guys see this. You see him? Did you see that? He was out on the roof, the little bastard. That roof's not strong enough for it to hold his weight. There's a deer out back. I don't see it. Whereabouts? He was out on that thing because there's a deer out back of my house. Oh my God, my dog was out on that little cove. Those are steps leading into the basement. He went out the back window and was on that little cove. Little dog. He's 100 pounds. That roof is not strong enough to support him. That barely holds the rain out. The dog, oh my God. Oh well, back to making rockets. I thought when I heard him bark, I thought it was a little close. That little bugger. I wish you guys could have caught that. I thought that was pretty. I got the last couple seconds of it. That was funny. That was pretty damn funny. Dog's out on the roof. My cat used to do that, but not a 100-pound dog. Cat, I don't mind. I'm lucky the dog didn't fall through and go into the basement. Crazy dog. I told you guys he got sprayed by a skunk the other day. And now I'm seeing squished skunks everywhere. I can't figure it out, man. These skunks, they're being hit by cars. My friend told me it's because they only come out at night and nobody sees them because they're dark. And I don't know why. You know, I saw 5 separate skunks. I'm not exaggerating. In 5 different areas that got hit. Yeah. Poor skunks. I thought it had something to do with like the white line in the street because I don't know. What do I know? It's only an animal. They don't commit suicide. They're not smart enough to have a brain to get hit on purpose. But I'm not exaggerating. 5 damn skunks in 5 different occasions in 1 week. It's not a good week for skunks. All right, I'm putting in a bulkhead now. This one should be done. Let's have a look. A look-see. Ooh, that nozzle turned out good. I just bought a fresh batch of kitty litter. Right here. And that's how I make my nozzles. The hobby supplies, they want like $5 a pound for bentonite clay to make your nozzles. It's the same thing as kitty litter. I went to the local store and got a 20-pound bag for $5. So, go figure. There's another done rocket. I'll put fins on it. Show you guys how I put fins on them. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I'm going to light these babies off tonight when it gets dark, weather permitting. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 rockets I'm going to light off tonight. Let me plug in my glue gun. Check this out. I want to show you guys something. I made my own fuse. What I do is I get the same black powder that I use for these rockets, and I get cotton string. I'll show you what I mean. Cotton string just like this. And I knead the cotton string in the black powder slurry, and then I hang it out like on a clothesline and let it dry. As soon as it dries, you got good old fuse. I'll show you how good it works. I have a lighter on me. Oh, I have a lighter. Watch how good this fuse lights. Homemade fuse. So instead of paying $20 for a roll of Visco fuse, I just make my own, and I'm good to go. The way I get it to look like round like it is right before it dries, I take it off the I have it drying out in the open, and right before it dries, I wrap it around a 5-gallon bucket. So now I got nice rigid black match fuse. It's good stuff, man. I'll show you, I'll demonstrate it some more. Cut off another piece. I got so much of it, I could waste it. Literally got hundreds of feet of it. And I just make this little thing to hold it in so it doesn't get dirty or messed up. Like a little sleeve I made out of paper. Perfect. I love the smell of black powder. I love the smell of that sulfur. All right, let's put some fins on this guy. Remember I told you the nozzles, I would have to pay like $5 for 1 pound of bentonite clay. Well, guess what? I got 20 pounds of kitty litter. Kitty litter's bentonite clay. There's no difference. And that's how I make my nozzles. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me hold it in the light. The nozzle. That's how I make the nozzle. And that's how I make the end plugs. Kitty litter. You guys want to make rockets? You don't have to buy bentonite clay. And these are my fins. These are just craft sticks. Show you what I mean. Kind of like tongue depressors. I get them at the dollar store, a whole pack of them, and I cut them in half on an angle. Bim, bam, boom, rocket fins. I'm going to show you how I make my launch lugs. Them things, they're called launch lugs. Drinking straws. Huh? Yeah, baby. And then I made some nose cones. I'll show you them. I just get water activated packing tape and just wrap it in a circle, lick it. Nose cones. Yay! I got every angle covered. So I use a hot glue gun and I glue some fins on. Plain and simple. No fuss, no muss. There's one fin. You could put it on the tube first, or you could put it on the actual fin first. It doesn't matter. The first one I put on the tube, this one I'll put on the actual fin. There. Now I'll put two more on. Let's put a green one on. As soon as that glue cools off, it's done. And let's put a yellow one on. We'll have four different colors. There we go. And now I'll put a launch lug on. Cut a piece off a drinking straw. There. Now a nose cone. Actually, I'm going to put some flash powder in there first. I want to give this one here a header. A nice loud boom. Kapowie. I already have some flash powder made up. Good old flash powder. Potassium perchlorate and dark German aluminum. That's how you make flash powder. So I'll drill a hole in that bulkhead so the fire will pass to the black flash powder, and that's how we'll get our salute or our report or our boom. All the same thing. So I'll just get a drill bit, hand twist a little hole into that bulkhead. Turn on some light so I can see a little better. That's it. As soon as I'm into the fuel, I'll know, because you won't see the white kitty litter color thing anymore. You'll actually see the dark color of the black powder, the rocket fuel. Not there yet. I'll be there any second. I see it now, but just to make sure. See the darker color. See? So I'm into the fuel. I shouldn't do this around all these flammable things, but lazy Richard oh yeah, I'm way into the fuel now. Okay, so I'll add some flash powder. This flash powder is completely different composition than the rocket fuel. This is way heavy, much more explosive, this flash powder. Add like a 1/4 gram, not much. And then I'll put some hot glue on top of that, so the flash powder will be confined. The better you confine it, the louder the boom. The reason I pull it away fast, because the hot glue will leave a string, like a long spaghetti string type of deal. So I'll put a nose cone on this baby. I tried to fly a rocket the other night without a nose cone, and it didn't fly nearly straight. It only went up like 50 feet, and then it flew sideways, and it actually fell back down to the ground. So these nose cones really give it a nice, long, straight flight. They really make a difference. Just want to make sure that it's almost straight. I want the nose cone to be straight up and down. That's what I'm shooting for. A little bit off. I don't answer private numbers. It's that important to leave a message. Oh, that's perfect. Put a little glue around the lip here. Don't answer private numbers. There, man. There's another done rocket. Another done rocket. And these already have headers on them. So I'll just put nose cones on these guys. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. There we go. It's pretty straight. A little bit more hot glue around this lip here. And there we go. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Boy, that'll be fun tonight when I light these guys off. So instead of just one rocket, I'll have 5. And all of them have headers on them, so we're going to get a bang. I put flash powder on every single one. Just gotta cut a little more paper off. I'm satisfied with that. There we go. Launch slug. This one needs a launch slug. This one here needs a launch slug. Looking for another drinking. Oh, here we go. There we go. Another launch slug. I just eyeball it, but I just try to make it straight as possible. That's what I'm doing. Fins, launch lug, fin. Oh, they're all good. Ready to go. All right. So right when it gets dark, I'll set these suckers off. Another few hours. Let me see what time it is. It's 5 o'clock. It gets dark around 8. A 3 more hours, I'll go live again, and we'll light these off. In the meantime, I'll make something else. Oh, yes, somebody's asking questions. Keith, so it's just black powder for the fuel. I added a little sponge titanium, my friend. The print's backwards, Keith, but that says titanium sponge 20 plus 80 mesh. That's the size of the titanium mesh. And the reason why I add the titanium is to give the rockets a nice tail. You could add charcoal, that'd give it like an orange tail. You could add aluminum, that would give it a real bright tail. And that titanium sponge gives it a real sparkly tail. And it also makes like a crackly noise. I like that sponge titanium, it's good stuff. So I hope that answers your question. These are smaller tubes for smaller rockets. Oh, this one. Yeah, let's make a small rocket. Maybe I'll set that off right now. After I make it, of course. Looking for my spoon. I already rammed the nozzle. So I just got to add the fuel. Any more questions? Can you fire one? I'll light this small guy off now, bust. But the big ones, I'm going to go back live probably when it gets closer to nighttime. And I'm going to go down by them power lines. It's not near the house. It's not near any houses because that makes a lot of noise and my neighbors get pissed at me. I hear my dog again. Retirement community is a bad place to be shooting off fireworks. I should have picked a better place than a retirement community to live in. This will be done in a couple minutes. I'll shoot a real small one off for you guys. I'll glue a stick to it. And we'll shoot this one off now. Why not? Why not? Since you asked me, the answer is yes, I will. It's just going to be a smaller one, not one of the big ones. This will be the last increment. put some glue up there. We'll drill a hole for the nozzle and we'll shoot it off now. Since you asked me, I will. The answer is yes, I will. I will. Do it just for you, bust. Let that glue harden up. Let me look for a stick. I should have plenty of sticks up here. Yeah, here we go. I got a stick. Oh, gosh, darn it. I could fix that. I'll put some tape on it or something. A little bit of tape, I'll fix that stick. The hell of it. I don't even need to fix it. It should be sturdy enough. Oh, wait a minute. I want to drill that nozzle first. Yeah, this will work. I'm going to get a smaller drill bit, but this will work. So you can see what I'm doing. Pretty sure I'm into the fuel. So let me double check. Yeah, I'm into the fuel. Okay. I'll glue this stick to it, put a fuse on it, and we'll set her off. Why the heck not? There we go. A stick. Some of my homemade fuse. Richard's homemade fuse. Tuck the fuse in there. Oops. I crushed the fuse. That's not good. Don't want to crush the fuse. Let's try this again. Yeah, I hope that'll work. All right, let's set her off. I'm looking for a tube right now. I should have tubes everywhere. This is small enough to shoot out of a bottle. I should have a tube around here somewhere. What kind of pyro would I be if I didn't have a launch tube? I see one. Got one. I got a tube to shoot this out of. I'll shoot the big ones off later tonight. I can't shoot the big ones off near my house. My neighbors and my dog will freak. Let me just switch cameras. All right, here we go. Yeah, it went over the tree. It's probably going to land on that car. That worked pretty good, right? Little tiny rocket, 30 seconds, well, a couple minutes to make. Made that rocket in a couple minutes. If it was nighttime, it would have looked really good. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Bus. Bus says nice. Thank you. Yeah, you guys might be busy in a couple hours, but I'm shooting these babies off tonight. When it gets dark, I'm going to walk down to the power lines, and I'm going to shoot these babies off. I learned how to make a spinner today. I was watching a YouTube video, and I'll show you how I do it. I put a little bit of fuel in this, and then I drill a hole and I glue a little wing to it. You'll see. It'll take me another couple of minutes. First, let me ram in. Oh, I brought my damn tape inside. It's all right. I got tape right here. So I'll make a clay plug first. We'll add some fuel. That's a pretty thick plug, maybe a little thick. That's all right. I can live with that. So there's the clay plug. I'll show you what I'm going to do here. I'm going to make a spinner. And I can light that off here also because they don't make much noise. I put a little wing on it. I'll show you what I'm going to do. I was watching some guy on YouTube, man. Real cool instructional course. How to make a little spinner. Maybe 2 more increments. One more increment. Show you how I make these spinners, man. I thought the spinners were really cool. Last one worked nicely. I need another glue stick right here. You cap her off with the glue. Okay. Let that glue harden up a minute. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drill a little hole right here. As soon as that glue hardens, I'm going to drill a little hole right here, and I'm going to glue a wing on this, and I'll point the hole down. So when I light it, it'll spin and go up at the same time. Hopefully. The last one did anyway. I think I already have a wing made. Oh, right here. There's my wing. Little piece of cardboard. And it doesn't even have to act as a wing. It acts more of a stabilizer than anything else. You'll see what I mean. I'm just waiting for this glue to get a little harder. It takes a minute to cool off. And then we'll light this baby off. since there is metal in this, I don't want to go in there real hard and cause a spark. But I'll get there. I penetrated the tube, but I don't see black powder yet. There, now I see. Yes, now I see powder. All right, so I'll glue the wing on. Okay, I want this hole pointing slightly down and also to the side. I'll explain after I glue the wing. I'll explain what I mean. Put a little glue. Can you guys see what I'm doing? Yes, you can. Okay, what's going on here now is that vent hole is pointing down a little bit. Yes, down. And also to the side of the tube. Not answering. Don't answer these. I'll light this off now too. Let me cut a piece of fuse. Little piece of fuse. There we go. Let's take this, let's light this off. Oh, one last thing I want to show you. The guy in the video, he did bend the wings so it acted like more like a propeller. So I'm going to do that. I did that with the last one and it worked. So let me think. If it's going to spin this way, and I want this to act like a propeller, it means I got to bend the wing like this and like that. So, all right, well, I'll know in a minute, right? Got to find my lighter, got my lighter. All right, here we go. Hopefully this baby will spin and go up in the air. Hopefully. Put my front camera on. That's my homemade fuse too. Yeah, figures. All right, I'll just put another fuse in there. Must have came out. No biggie. I will fix. I'll put another fuse in there. No biggie. Let's try this again. I think I know what's wrong. I got to make the hole a little bigger. So that's what I'll do. Got a slightly bigger drill bit. I need to widen this hole a little. Got the fuse. Can't get to the powder. That's why I'm widening the hole. Let's try this again. I want to cut a fresh piece of fuse, actually. I want to see what I'm doing with the light. Oh, yeah, that's in there better. All right, let's try this again. Get my lighter. That fuse slid in a lot further. This one slid in a lot further. I had the wrong camera the whole time. Gosh darn it. Oh, well. Sorry. Nobody's perfect. All right. Ah, darn it. You can't win them all. At least I know the black powder's good. Joseph Waddell's back. I remember you, Joseph. I remember you. I'm making my rockets, my friend. That's all I'm up to. I'll make another small rocket and we'll shoot that off right now. Another small rocket coming up. The heck with the spinners right for now. So I put a piece of tape here. I get my kitty litter. Pour a little kitty litter down there. Get my rammer. Create an end plug, which I'll drill in a couple minutes. We'll add some fuel. Ran a few increments of fuel. Can you guys see what I'm doing here? Last time I had the camera faced away. I'm sorry. Maybe one more increment. I'll find another small stick. And we'll set this one off. Looking good, looking good. Let's cap her off with some hot glue. Drill a nozzle and we'll set this baby off. My neighbor's cutting, I hear my lawnmower across the street. All right, while we're waiting for that glue to set, takes just a minute. I'll find a stick. This should suffice. My sticks are that cattail weed I picked down the lake. That's why they're so easy to cut. It's very light. They make perfect rocket sticks. Oh, I forgot to drill the nozzle. That's what I'll do now. Try to get this glue off my fingers. Drill a nozzle. You guys can't see what I'm doing. I'm drilling a hole. Yep, I'm into the full. Insert fuse. Glue on stick. And then we'll light this baby off. I'm gonna unplug my glue gun. And then I'll light these guys off tonight when it gets dark. But we'll shoot one more off for now. Why not? Why the heck not? Just gotta find my lighter. Just looking for my lighter, you guys. I see it. Try to point this one so it won't. This one will fly. You'll be able to see it the whole time, hopefully. Son of a bee. I'm rushing these things, and this is why these aren't flying. Terrible. I'm a terrible YouTuber. Sorry. I'll drill it out again, and I'll put another fuse in there. Whoops. Man, I'm really screwing up. There we go. Now I can't get the right angle. Son of a bitch. I deserve to fail this up because I'm in a rush. stick's hindering me. I can't drill this nozzle the way I want. I'll take it. I made this nozzle way too thick. That's the problem. I got a feeling this ain't gonna work. Sorry, you guys, but I got a feeling it's not gonna work. I made the nozzle too friggin' thick. The nozzle's too thick. Gosh darn it. It might work, but I kind of doubt it. It's not going to reach the powder. Yeah, I knew it. Oh well. I got the big rockets I'm going to set off tonight. They'll work. I took my time with them. I can't light these babies off now because they're too damn loud. But I'll live stream again tonight when I go down the power lines and I'll set these babies off. I tried to rush that last one. I made the nozzle too thick. Sorry. I'll make another small one real quick. Slightly bigger. This is slightly bigger. If you guys can hang in there. We're doing. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. No, no good. This'll work. Alright, make another one. Take my time and do it right. I'll put a little tiny header on this one. Oops, I got it all fouled up again. Man, I'm a terrible YouTuber. Sorry, you guys. Richard sucks. Having a bad day. I kept seeing that number 13 today. This will be the last increment of fuel. Put an end plug in there. There's the end plug. I'll make sure I drill this one out right. Yep, definitely in the fuel. I'm gonna make that a little bigger. I'm not gonna foul this one up. There we go. Oh yeah, much better. That'll work. Gonna tape a stick to it and we're done. Just gonna tape this stick to it, not even gonna glue it, not even gonna heat the glue gun up. Alright, and we'll set this baby off. Make sure I got my lighter. There it goes. Alright, we'll try this again. Try it again. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Front camera. This one will shoot down toward the lake. There we go. Any luck, this will shoot down toward the lake. Well, it would have went down the lake, but it hit the trees. But that was a good rocket. There's nothing wrong with that rocket. So, I tried. Spot, though. Alright, I'm going to hang up, but I'm going to shoot all the big ones off down by the lake tonight. So, I'm not the lake, the power lines. So when it gets dark, let me see what time it is. 6 o'clock. In another 2 hours, I'll live stream again, and I'll shoot these big ones off down by the lake. I mean, the power lines, gosh darn it. I'll get it right one of these days. Alright, thanks for tuning in, you all. I'll talk to you soon. See you, bust.